Hi family, welcome to Sementia Farms, and my name is Godfred. I just came from school, and as you can see, I'm at the farm right now, and I want to update you on what is going on at the farm today. And also, as you all know, Fred is still traveling around. He's not here, but still, you can book a time, schedule a time via Zoom, and then you speak to him about everything concerning agriculture, in terms of cattle rearing, hay production, poultry, everything about agriculture. You can speak to Fred about it in the description below. The link is in the description. You can speak to him. Yep, so I just came from school, and today, as you can see, I'm on the field, and I want to update you. For today's update is about the slasher, how the slasher cuts the grass. As I said in the last video, that I will show you how the slasher cuts it. And today, when I went to school, the driver just came to the field and then cut it. But I told him to leave some small portion for me to show it to you guys how long the grass was before we used the tractor and then the slasher to cut it. So this is how it was. So as you can see how long it was. And for this part, we are waiting for tomorrow because I delayed it. It was my fault, so I delayed it. Yeah, so as you saw the length, how long it was before the slasher came to the field to cut it. Yep, so I'm on the field. This is our 11 acres of land which we have dedicated this land for hay production only, for growing brachial grass for our cattle. And as you all know, that here at Sementia Farms, we advocate for intensive cattle farming. If you want to do intensive cattle farming, you need to get food for your cattle, and you can do so by only growing feed for them. So here at Sementia Farms, we are growing brachial or mulatto grass for them, and in the process of growing it, we give you updates on what is going on at the farm. I just heard a sad news when I came from school that one of the calves is dead. In the morning, when the Fulani herdsman went to the ranch, he saw him dead. It's a sad news, but I want to share with you. As you all know, we are sharing the good and then the bad things that are happening at the farm to you guys. So that was a sad news when I heard it. So when I went to school and I came back, this is the field. As I told you, this is 11 acres of land that we've dedicated for growing brachial grass. So this is it, and the tractor came on it to work on it in the afternoon. So the slasher came to cut the grass, and as I told you in the last video, I want to compare the two, the slasher and then the working tractor, to you. When the slasher cuts it, it cuts it into pieces, very smaller pieces. As you can see, this is how it cuts it into. So for this one, there is no need for us to take it to the warehouse to cut it again. There is no need for us to take it to the warehouse for the chaff cutter to cut it again. All that we have to do is to make sure that we dry it very well. As you all know, we are in the rainy season, so we have to take very good care of it so that we don't leave it in the rain all the time for the bottom to rot. So when the bottom rots, there's no need that the cattle will feed, or they will feed on this brachial grass. So all what we have to do is we have to be turning it every in the morning around 11 and then late around 3. So for 3 to 4 days, we will see how dried it is. As I told you the last time, that if you want to determine the dryness of this brachial grass, you can use the color or the sound. For the color, when it turns into gold, then it means it is dried. You can pick it to your warehouse to bale it or feed it to the cattle, straightforward. But for us, we are preparing towards the dry season, so we are not feeding all to them. So we have a baler at the warehouse. One day I will do another video on the baler working for you to see how it works. I said I would do a video of the slasher working, but today as I went to school, I couldn't do it. So I just want to update you on how it cut this into pieces without taking it to the warehouse for the chaff cutter to cut it. As I was saying, if you have determined the dryness, you need to be turning it, as I said. And also, we don't have to leave it in the rain. We have to be turning it. Every little sun that you get in the day, you have to make good use of it, because as you are cutting, you cut this in the rainy season. So if you cut it, then it means you need to make very sure that it is dried before you take it to the warehouse to bale it. And also, if you don't take very good care of it, when the bottom rots, maybe you not get all, you find some on the field. And if you are picking it, as the slasher has cut it into smaller pieces, all we need to do is that we have to rake it with a rake. So as in the last video that Fred and I did, we did about the rake as well. So for the rake will be raking this every day, as I said. But as this one has been cut into pieces, you cannot use your hand or manual work to be turning it, because it is a very large vast land, as you can see. So all that we need to do is to use the rake to be turning it. And using the rake will be turning it in a line as the slasher has cut it. As you can see, all this going straight is a line, one line. So when the rake comes on this land, the rake will work as the slasher worked. It will take its line and then turn it, and then take another line and turn it. So when I talked to the driver when he was cutting, he said, "Oh, I didn't even spend more than an hour cutting all this, just like 45 minutes. But he could have cut this one. He could have add this one to this to cut for just 1 hour." So using the slasher is very easier. It doesn't take much of your time as compared to the working tractor. The working tractor takes a lot of time, and for the slasher too, it shakes a lot when you are on the tractor. This is just an update that I just gave you, and thank you all for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and then leave your comment in the comment section, because your comments, as you all know, I'm new to this, your comments will make me know that what I am doing is useful to you or not. So thank you all for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.